All right. Can I get a countdown here?
Yes, sir, no problem. 5, 4,
What
3,
the
2, 1.
Hello, everybody. How's
fuck?
everybody doing here? I am doing lovely. It's your boy Kevin G, and we got a good guest right here. Firulais, that's right.
Damn. What up? It's
Yeah.
Marie Guadalupe. You know
Oh.
what I'm saying? What up? What up?
Today is podcast numero uno. Firulais is over there chewing on a box.
Yo, he's sitting on that box. It's so
You know,
small. Oh my god, his back is twitching.
pretty soon he's not gonna be able to fit into those tiny boxes.
Oh, that's so sad.
He's a good furball. He's grown. I don't know if y'all have seen him, but he's definitely grown. Look at this motherfucker. He went from that little baby to seeing this thing. He looked like a medium-sized cat by now. I remember when he first got home. Remember when we just fed him the
one.
what do we feed him? The
Why
little
you
wet cat
snap your
food.
fingers at me?
Do your step. Remember?
Hey.
You can do it. Ow.
Okay. What?
Man, this little guy grew up. I'm scared.
Fast. Where's it?
I'm not. That's why I'm not used to having cats. And seeing him grow up was quite the trip. I'm used to my little doggos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, even when we were kids, we never fucking got like a puppy.
No?
Well, like my dad, he would buy us a fucking, like I told you, he bought us that fucking full grown Labrador. We asked for a puppy, you remember? And the motherfucker came back with a full grown Labrador, black Labrador.
Dude.
That was when I was in 8th grade. I remember coming back. I've been just seeing this big dog, and I told my dad, hey, whose dog is that? And he's like, pues no que querías un perro, ahí está.
Shit.
I'm like, damn, this is a full dog. But even from the start, the motherfucker was nice, though.
Uh-huh.
So, R.I.P. Lucky, my nigga. But then before that, we had a boxer.
Oh, for
yeah,
real? No.
that was back in the purple trailer days. But unfortunately, I gave him away, and he was later trampled.
Who?
My dog, the boxer. I never told you about it.
No.
Oh well, my fucking dog. I had a boxer, and then there was this old man, this neighbor that we used to have, and I remember he always asked about the doggo.
Mm-hmm.
He'd always be like, "Hey, how much for the dog?"
Oh my god, that sounds creepy.
okay, maybe it doesn't sound so scruffy, you know. But he would come by, and then he would ask my brothers, and just my brothers, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be like, "Hey, how much you sell me for that dog?" And then we'd be like, "Oh, we're not selling him." So then he'd go to my pops. He'd be like, "How much you want for your dog?"
Oh
and
my
then,
god, what the fuck?
And, my dad didn't understand him, so
Now with that creepy ass voice, man.
yeah. So he'd ask us to fucking translate. He'd be like, "Hey, ¿qué dice el señor?" And then me and my bros would just be like, "No quiere comprar el perro." And then my dad would be like, "Dile cuánto quiere."
Oh hell no, hell no.
But then all of us were like, "No, we don't want to.
Uh-huh.
We don't want to sell him." And then we'd end up selling him. But then later on, I don't know why, for some reason, it was like maybe 2 months after that, he came. I just randomly saw him walking.
Fucking cat. Oh hell no, motherfucker.
He's fucking breaking shit, man. That's fucking fetal lies.
Okay, well, keep going.
I saw him walking there, and then for some reason, I just asked him, "Hey, do you want the dog?" So then he said, "Yeah, I'll take the dog." And then so I just gave him the dog. I gave him the dog.
Why the fuck?
I don't know.
What?
To this day, I don't know.
What?
Yeah, if you ask my brothers, they both will tell you that I murdered that dog because within 48 hours,
What?
the animal was dead.
What happened?
Yeah, got a little mystery on my hands, don't I?
Calm down, fucking Blue's Clues.
R.I.P. to Tommy. But all right, we'll give you a little bit more on this story because I see your eyes locked in, ready to attack. Well, anyways, 48 hours before the death.
Okay, hurry up. Get to the point. Get to the point.
Yo, this makes for good content. You know, it's
Shut
like
up.
it reminds me of the first 48.
Okay,
40.
Ya, pues, hombre.
Hey, do you want to hear the story or not? See, look at you. I got you so eager. You ready? You ready to taste the story? I can feel it.
Fuck you.
Okay. 48 hours in, Marie. You got that? I was just a child. I remember he had his little house. Pinche firulais.
Oh my god, motherfucker.
Hey, grab that motherfucker, strangle him, and fucking kick him.
What the fuck? No. I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm
Alright.
gonna open the door.
Alright, tell him to get the French toast out of here.
Get out of here. Shut up.
I bet she's gonna be scratching on that door now.
Yeah.
That motherfucker.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways. He had his little house in the back of the trailer. So we lived in the trailer park. Because of money. And I went to go fetch him. The dog looked very, very happy to see me. You know how dogs are.
Yeah.
Happy to see their owner because
They love you.
they love you unconditionally.
Yeah, but you didn't.
I did love him, but I had a moment of psychosis.
What
I
is
just snapped. You what is that you ask?
Yeah,
Psychosis is a momentarily lapse in judgment where you just go psychotic and you just don't remember it. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean.
Well, you know. And then within that moment,
Motherfucker.
I saw the old man Mike. I still remember him, mustache, hat, always walked the wiener dog.
Oh my.
His wiener dog was fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
I remember he looked like a fucking sausage. You've seen a little wiener dog.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers are cute as hell. That's why I would want
They're
one.
scary.
That's the dog we need.
I don't
That's the
like
dog we're
them.
gonna get. Because they're the perfect mix between a dog and because you don't want a big dog because then they could
I
kill.
want a big doggo.
Why would you want a big
Shit.
dog? Big dogs.
Protect
I mean, they
me.
could protect you or could kill you.
It's gonna protect me. I don't know about yours. Shit, I don't know what the fuck you be doing to it.
Hey, what if they just snap? That's what people don't think about. That's what I was talking to somebody at work too. Like, no, I want a Great Dane or one of those Beethovens. I was like,
Simone.
yo, just wait for that motherfucker to get mad. Just one day you don't feed him and watch. He's having your fucking arm for dinner.
Shit, I would be too.
That's the point. So you agree with me? No big animals.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh
My
shit,
fucking
my
wiener
mind
dog.
exploded.
damn, you just got. All right. Anyways,
My brain.
we're probably
You're making me think too much.
36 hours into this wood. I mean, okay, let me try that one more time. I gotta sound a little bit more forensic.
You make no sense.
36 hours into the investigation
Yeah, pues hombre.
of the death of Tommy.
That's his name?
That was his name, R.I.P. Tommy.
The doggo?
The doggo, the boxer.
Mm.
So anyways, I tell the old man, do you want the dog? And he had his wiener dog at the time. He was just walking him down the sidewalk. There's a fucking dog. There's a fucking cat. I told you, this dude is just gonna snap. I'm gonna eat his eyeballs.
Who's?
Feed lice.
No. I want to eat them.
I'm gonna
Just like,
rip the skirt. I'm gonna rip the fur
ya
off.
pues hombre.
36 hours. And I remember he was walking his little wiener dog. And that's when I asked him, sir, his name, I used to call him Grandpa. We all used to call him Grandpa.
Why?
He wasn't really our grandpa. He was an older white man.
Simone.
And I remember he had a bunch of bikes in his house.
Oh,
Like
oh
a
my God.
bunch of
You
bikes.
know what? There's a.
What?
He's trapped the kids and he's trapped the bikes.
Is that no? It's not a scary investigation
Yes.
story. I didn't get touched as a child. No, Marie. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, this was just a kind old man. But he had so many fucking bikes in the back. Like me and my bros, we would always, if we needed to go anywhere, because we didn't have bikes because we were broke. We'd go to Mike.
Broke bitch.
Teardrop.
Just kidding. We're the same.
And then we would go to Mike. We'd be like, "Hey, Grandpa," that's what we call him. I mean, we didn't. I think we must have known him for a good minute. We'd be like, "Hey, Grandpa, can we borrow a bike?" And then he'd be like, yeah, just be sure to bring him back. And he had like the best bikes. You know the bikes they're like the old school with like they have a basket in the back.
Oh
and
yeah,
then like
yeah.
a fat seat, like a like
I
long.
used to have those.
Yeah, and then it had like a little like cover on the wheel.
Those are yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Damn,
Those are the nice classic ones.
Talk about comfortable, man. That's what I had. He had one that was orange, and I'd always ride that one.
Yeah.
That one was the funnest one. That shit was fucking fun. And then that's who we'd go to get
your bikes.
Until he had fucking some nephews that would come over and they'd be the biggest assholes.
Oh really?
Yeah, like they treat his grandpa like shit.
Really?
I remember as a kid. Yeah, they'd be like, "Hey, Grandpa," just like I was like I forgot.
Being all snobby.
Yeah,
and
and shit. Like I don't know, and he was just they were just fucking bitches, all right? And then every time we would go over, he'd be like all friendly and shit, but not in a sexual way, unfortunately.
What?
He was just very kind, just kind.
Okay. Was that necessary?
It adds a little depth to the story. It makes you
Okay.
think. It's like, what does kind mean? Do you feel it? You're like, maybe he's being in depth with his words.
Oh my gosh.
But anyways, we're 25 hours into this investigation now, and he responds to me after I asked him the question if he wanted the dog. And he said, yeah, I'll go ahead and take him. And then I remember going inside of my trailer, and I see my pops just sitting on the couch. And then I'm like, monta la cuerda, the fucking, his leash. Where the fuck's his leash at? And then my dad just tells me where it's at. I just go out back, strap him in, and then I
You have to.
hand it to old man Mike.
What the fuck?
Shut
Just
up.
like that.
Just to Grandpa, all right?
Just like that.
And then he's like, okay. And then he just... what do old people do?
What the fuck?
Whistling and tooting out of there. And then, okay, so we're like 15 hours into this murder scene about to happen, right?
Okay.
And I remember that night, I was just chilling, watching 90s cartoon, the best kind of cartoons.
Yeah.
They don't make those kind of cartoons anymore. You know what I mean?
Unfortunately, I know.
They have, what's the most recent cartoon you've watched?
I don't know, man. SpongeBob.
That's the recent. I'm talking about like maybe some Adventure Time. I watched some Adventure Time. That's pretty cool.
I watched some of that, but like I wouldn't say that's like now, like the new.
Well, yeah, it's been, it's funny how you quit watching cartoons after. Well, it's probably because we don't have cable.
I know, that's what I'm telling you.
Yo, if we had cable, yeah, we definitely could fucking. I'd be binge watching just because it's not the same. Something about having a TV.
Having cable.
Yeah, but yeah, cable. But then you have the commercials. You have the whole deal. You get
the whole shabam.
Like when you picture a good relaxing night, maybe
it's with
just
the TV.
It's like with the TV, like maybe you're just laying down on your couch, throwing a little fart spray here and there, watching some TV, watching some commercials. Hey, you want to buy this condom? No.
No.
Well, now you do. And guess what you're going to do late night? Or remember those commercials?
Oh, yeah. Those be creepy.
Girls Gone Wild commercials were the best. Did you ever see those?
No.
Why? They were all over the place. I remember, you were probably too young, but Comedy Central always had them late night after 10. And then we'd be chilling watching the TV, and then they have them late at night, so we'd be watching Comedy Central, and that's when like my parents would come out of the room, and then we'd be in the living room, and then all you see is girl titties flashing. I remember my mom came out one night. She's like, "¿Qué están viendo, hijos de?" And they're like, no, it's a commercial. It's a commercial. Yeah, but then it said, "Get Girls Gone Wild." I'm like, fuck. That's why you had to be careful to watch Comedy Central with those hot commercials.
Oh, my God.
Shout out to the 90s. Yeah, you're not a 90s baby, but hey,
Motherfucker, yes I am.
You're barely on the edge of it. You're like barely on the tip.
What year was I born?
You were 95.
I was 96.
96. Damn.
It doesn't matter.
Even worse.
Fuck you.
You're 1 year over. Maybe I would have met you halfway. 95 is still halfway down the middle, but you know where you is? 96. 1 over. You know what that means? You're practically a millennial. You probably don't remember Gargoyles.
Yeah.
What was it about?
Gargoyles.
Ma'am? 5 hours into the death of Tommy, I woke up that morning not really thinking about much, just wondering what the day was going to be like. Wondering, what am I going to play today? Should I jump on the trampoline? We had a tree at the time with the trampoline, and I would jump off it, and I would often think of moves. Do front flips off a trunk onto the trampoline, onto a pillow. It was fun indeed. I won multiple titles. Every day. Every hour. I'd bring a long body pillow, grab it from the top rope, and then I'd throw it down into a Batista bomb.
The Batista bomb.
So I was at the kitchen just relaxed. Chilling. Relaxing all cool while I was playing some b-ball outside of the school.
You made no sense.
I believe it was Cinnamon Toast Crunch what I had on my bowl. And I was just sitting there, pondering, looking deeply into the milk. And I remember the Cinnamon Toast Crunch spelled something out to me.
Just said fuck you.
Okay. You got jokes. Okay. Spelled something out to me. I looked deeply into it, and you know what I saw? I saw that it spelled soon. I looked into the cracks of the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and that's where you really see their messages, where the milk creases into the cereal. It said soon. As a child, I didn't know what it meant at the time. I said soon. What does that mean? So I went outside with my cup of milk. I yet wasn't old enough to drink coffee. I developed that habit years down the road that still haunts me to this day. But as I was holding my mug of milk on the porch, I thought to myself, with the breath of fresh air deep in my lungs, it sure does feel good to be alive. My robe faintly was blowing in the wind.
Shit, nigga, all these fancy ass words.
I remember it was about 10:30 a.m. standard time for a summer day. And just looking into that beautiful blue sky, wondering, I hope we got chicken nuggets.
Same.
The dino kind were my favorite. 2 hours before death. So, you come here often?
What the fuck, dude? Why you gotta do this, bruh? No. I know what you're talking about,
You
man.
gotta try to break the ice here sometimes. You know what I mean?
Breaking the ice.
You know who else breaks the ice?
The elephant. Ooh.
What elephant is on ice? Tell me right now. Tell me right now. What elephant is on ice?
The one that.
The mammoth is dead.
Shut up.
Huh? Don't be talking that bullshit around here.
Okay.
2 hours into the death. I remember
Like it was yesterday.
12:30 p.m. that day. I was simply
Doing
jumping
stuff.
jumping on my trampoline.
Jumping on that.
Trampoline. I was doing my front flips, my usual somersaults. Just,
Can you do them now? You know?
I still jumped off a roof onto a trampoline about a few months ago.
I didn't see it.
Well, I got it on.
I see.
I got it on my phone, so it don't matter. I can show you. Just open your eyes.
I ain't gotta open my eyes.
I need to take a little sip. Entertain. Say something entertaining right now. 5 seconds of what you know.
I know that squirrels like to eat nuts.
All right, welcome back. Thank you for that quick hit of knowledge. But as I was jumping on that trampoline, I looked back and I saw my dog Tommy. He was a great, beautiful dog. Have you ever seen a boxer?
Yeah, they're okay.
No, have you seen a boxer?
In person, nah.
No? Oh my goodness, they are beautiful. They have a small head but a big ass mouth, and like they're you know how the dog's side skin on his mouth just it was like floppy. He had like 3 hairs on his little chin. And he was just a brown dog, and I remember he had a white chest. I got a little white thing on my chest, and I would always say that's my animal. That's how you know it was painful. But again, I was under a psychotic spell.
How though? How? How did this become? What happened? How did you what? So many questions.
Yet no answers. And then I looked into this wonderful dog's eyes, and I said, I love you. I love you a lot, Tommy. And he said, I took that as a I love you as well, owner. So, as we hugged it out under his little house, I went back inside and fixed me up a little sandwich. I believe it was...
Bologna?
What else was there?
Just bologna?
Just bologna.
That's what it was.
And it was in white bread.
Oh.
Because that was the cheapest kind of bread. I went ahead and put some mayo on it. Slathered it on real nice.
Yeah.
Very quick.
Yeah.
Very, very careful. Not
Bruh, what the fuck?
to spread too much. Because everybody knows if you put too much mayo, that ruins a sandwich. Because not only do you lose flavor from the ham.
It don't matter. What if people love mayo? People like to drench that shit.
Well, there's obviously people that like to get drilled in the ass with a fucking cucumber, but do I care about them? No. So be careful with how much mayo
You put in that asshole.
this is what that's what a person that smokes 17 cigarettes a day sounds like.
Like you.
1 hour before the death. So as I'm sitting there on my porch, 59 minutes and 45 seconds are left before this innocent dog meets his destiny. As the one infamous phrase goes, every dog smokes crack.
What the fuck? Oh my god.
Okay.
You can't even take yourself serious.
As I was sitting on my porch, the animal we love, named Tommy, was looking at me, and I decided, you know what, he's hungry. Let me go get him some food. So I got his bowl. I filled it up with dog food, and I happily brought it to my companion,
Yeah.
my compadre, you know.
Compadre.
El pinche homie, vato loco, relax, huh? You feel me?
No manches.
He's like, what up, dog?
Ya pues, hombre.
Alright, and that was my homie, so I was like, skibbity bop boop boop. That was...
Skibidi Bobby? Bobbidi Booby.
Hey, see what you said last night when you were saying it? You're like, skibbity bop, or some fucking something like that.
Skibidi Bobbidi?
You-
Skibidi Bobbidi?
You was like a song, you sang a song. That sounded like some scat.
Alright.
It's like scoobity bop bop, shibbity yay. Something like that.
Oh yeah.
What is it?
My, what a wonderful day.
Is that how it goes?
Yeah.
Shib-
Skibidi boopa, skibidi.
Skibbity boop ba, skibbity yay. My
Was I
oh
singing
my,
that
what?
shit?
Yeah, you were singing that
No
shit.
fucking way.
Where do you think I got it from?
Yo. I don't fucking
You don't remember?
No.
Yeah, you were fucking saying that. You got that in my head when you said it.
Skibidi boopa.
It made me fucking laugh hella hard yesterday.
Where was
We were
I?
chilling on the bed and then randomly just go skibbity boo ba, skibbity yay. My oh my, what a wonderful day.
Oh,
I was like, God damn, you shit. Turned 1950s real quick.
Yo. I can't.
I got scared a little bit. Like, God damn, who possessed Marie Guadalupe today?
Oh hell no.
Oh shit, yeah.
Ooh.
Well, yeah, that's how I know. I didn't. Where's that from? Is that from a song?
Yeah, like I don't know. I heard that. I don't know where I heard that from when I was a kid. I heard that somewhere.
30 minutes before death. There's a fucking animal. Hey, go get him. He's gonna fucking chomp the fucking wall down.
Chomp the nut. Whoa. Get your ass in here.
What do you want? Quit being annoying, or I'm gonna go ahead and pile drive you. And then I'm gonna take you to the Undertaker so he could tombstone you. And then I'm gonna take you to Kane so he can fucking give you the
Yeah, pues,
what's it called, the choke slam. I'm gonna get Rob Van Dam so he can do the goddamn fucking frog splash.
Okay, chill.
I'm gonna wake up my Uncle Eddie. I'm gonna be like, yo, Uncle Eddie, I need you to do a 5-star frog splash on my
Evan.
nigga.
Chill. Continue, please.
30 minutes.
Damn.
Can you shut the door? You're letting the good octaves out. Okay? You're letting out all this octave. There you go. You close the door. Could you hear the octaves coming back? Alright, I was chilling outside.
Eating that booty.
Not yet. I was a young lad at the time still. And I remember just thinking, what a great day it's been so far.
Yeah.
Because it's 1:30 at the time.
Simone.
And I'm like, it's barely morning, but I felt like it was a whole day. You know, as a child, everything just goes by faster because you have no sense of time.
That's so true.
So, anyways, it's a nice, beautiful day. The sun is out. It's probably around 59 degrees. And the tree is full of life. A nice green covered leafy tree.
With the wind blowing.
With the wind slightly blowing. You don't want the wind to be blowing too much. If the wind's blowing too much, then everything goes bad. You know, your hair goes out of proportion. Your shirt flies out. You know, your ball sacks flag in the wind.
Shit. Gross.
And then I remember just thinking, what a great day. Nothing could go wrong. That's when
it all went wrong.
I see old Grim Reaper Mike, or Grim Reaper Grandpa, whatever you want to call him, coming to me with the bad news. With his little jack-o'-lantern dog.
Who?
The wiener dog.
Mm-hmm.
He was coming to tell me something. And I could bet you know what it is.
Did the dog who has passed away.
I was sitting on the porch, as I would always do as a child. He came up to me and said, "Hey." I said, "Hey, Grandpa, how you doing?" "Oh, well."
Yeah, pues, hombre, he didn't fucking sound like that.
How would you know? You weren't there.
But like,
He was okay. He was like this.
you exaggerate too much.
He was like,
He said like he's gonna die. apenas puede caminar.
there, I got something to tell you. And I'm like, "Oh yeah? What is it, Grandpa?"
Tell you, Jimmy.
I got something to tell you. Well, you're not gonna like this, but your dog, he kind of got ran over.
What?
And I was like,
He said your dog?
what do you mean,
My dog.
kind of? Did he get run over, or is he alright? Is he kind of dead? Is he kind of alive? You know, it's kind of these open-ended questions. So, you know, that was part of the childhood in me that was grasping for any part of a miracle. I'm like, yeah. He said, well, he's a kinda dead.
Oh my god.
And I remember looking at Grandpa, and I looked at myself, because I could see my reflection in his eyes, but mainly his thick glasses. That's how I could see.
¿Estás ciego el güey?
He was extremely blind. So I took the news immediately. It hurt my soul.
Did you cry?
Not only did I cry, Marie. Can I call you Marie? Like, that's my name. Okay. Not only did I cry, Philip, I cried deeply. I went into my room sad because I felt like I was the culprit. I felt like I was the reason little old Tommy passed away. But in reality, it was Grandpa. So we murdered Grandpa.
What?
I had to tell my parents.
Did the dog got run over?
Well, I told my bros first. I'm like, hey, I got something to tell you. And they were like, what? What? Something like that. You know, Jesus was going through puberty. so going through the puberty at the time, you know. What? And I was like, have y'all seen Tommy? And they're like, nah, did he run away? Or did he get away again? And I was like, I kind of gave him to Grandpa. You're like, what? I was like, yeah.
You shouldn't have told him that. You should have just said that he got ran over.
Well, you know, the details got a little fishy. I just felt like confessing it all. You know, as a child, you feel that.
That's true. You feel that guilt and you just want to cry and tell the truth.
The deep, deep guilt that just makes you want to cry into your pillowcase.
Yeah.
So I confessed to everything. And, you know, first they took giving it away extremely mad. But then, as they were forgiving me, they're like, okay. I'm like, wait. There's more.
Oh, hell no.
And they're like, what? What else could there be? I said, all right. You guys are going to want to take your seat for this one.
Yeah.
All right, I got something to tell you. All right, hold hands. Hey, hold hands. I said not cocks.
What?
Anyways, I told them, hey, he's also
dead.
Dead. As Marie says, that's a
Not Marie.
Beautiful accent. And they're like, what do you mean? Dead. I'm like, yep, unfortunately, he's no longer with us. He's passed away to the
other side.
Other side. What are you, Trump? And that they did not take too well. Like, wow. They were angry, and then I believe they cried.
Aww.
They cried.
Like little gals they are. Just kidding.
And that's the story.
Did they cry for one day and that's it?
No, it was actually more of crying for a couple days, angry at me for a good amount of more time, probably a couple weeks, because, you know, dogs and family or something, you know how it is.
Oh my God, Kevin.
And yeah, that's pretty much a story of how I grilled hot dogs on a hot summer day.
It makes sense.
But thanks for staying tuned with us on the first episode of what is it? The Wondering Minds. Alright, later.
Bye.